Hello dear ones! Today I want to try something new for myself. I've done it before, but it never really worked out. I was never really happy with it. Resin Pro is now offering free online courses via Zoom, and I participated in an ocean art course there. And today I want to try putting that into practice. Here I poured a dragon scale with chrome pigments, and unfortunately it didn't work out. However, I didn't throw away the failed pour, but kept it for such occasions. I'm going to use this coaster as a base for my ocean art painting, and of course I first need to cover up the colors. I've mixed some ocean resin from Resin Pro here. It's a 1:1 resin, high viscosity. Then I have the Colorfun color pastes from Resin Pro, these ones here. And there's violet, true red, then orange, oxide yellow and lemon yellow. These are the colors I want to use today. I'll start with violet. I don't know these colors, and I'm really curious to see what they'll look like, how much I'll need, and whether I can actually cover the base at all. We'll see. So I've poured 6 cups with 20 grams of resin each, and I first added a drop of the violet. It's already quite strong, look, but it's transparent. I added another drop. The color is really phenomenal. I really think it's very beautiful. Whether it does what I want, well, as I said, we'll see in a moment. Next up is true red. It looks a bit orange here, but it's a really great, beautiful red shade. Here I've taken 2 drops right away, and I do the same with the other colors. Of course, I've cut the video at this point again. You know how to mix colors anyway. And now I'm starting to put the colors in the order I mixed them over my coaster, which I want to cover here. I was lucky that I could put it back into shape. This is a round Geode Tray mold, size M, 20 centimeters in diameter, from Molds and Shapes. And yes, the top colors actually cover pretty well. The yellow not so much, but that doesn't bother me at all right now, especially because the base is so pretty. That shine and glitter, you'll see what I mean. I need to use up all my paint. And now I'm taking the heat gun and trying to blow the colors a bit, mix them together. Yeah, that's not going so well, but I'm not giving up that quickly. The bottom colors are mixed now, the violet not so much. Now I'm taking a silicone spatula and mixing the colors a bit more. At the moment, I'm still not completely convinced that there will be a beautiful sunset, which is what I want to create here, a sunset mood by the sea. So now it's time to let it harden. I'm thinking about what I could put down here as a beach. So these are all options I had considered, but some of them didn't really work out. And here I have some little stones, which I actually think are pretty nice for this. They mother of pearl stones, and these are very small, round shells. I think they're really cute. This is my chunky glitter, the one with the beige colored stones, the little pearls, the transparent stones. You could mix that in. This is a mixture from before, when I tried it once already. These are the mother of pearl stones with a few small round shells. At this point, the colors didn't completely cover the original result with the chrome colors. But in hindsight, it turns out that exactly what makes it work. That you can get a bit more depth, look into a bit more, and see the chrome colors glittering underneath. At that point, I didn't know that yet, but I also approached the whole thing quite carefree. It was my first attempt at doing it with a Wave Pro from Resin Pro, so my expectations weren't that high. Wave Pro is a white powder that you simply mix with resin to create the waves. You'll see what I mean later. Here I also added a little sand in between, just a bit, not too much, just so you can see a few grains. And then I picked out a few bigger shells, little starfish, turtles. You'll see in a moment. There's one of the turtles. Here we have a little starfish. There's another one. And another turtle. That should be enough. You can see that I sped up the video here again because I really take my time with it. Here I mixed up some more resin, and now I'm spreading the clear resin over the entire coaster. Unfortunately, you can't see how I mix the Wave Pro because I'm out of the frame, but I just used relatively little resin for it. The powder comes with instructions on how to use it. I just added as much powder as needed to get the color, the white, that I wanted for the waves. And, very important, you have to mix the powder really well with the resin. It easily forms small clumps. So stir, stir, stir. But it's totally worth it. You'll see in a moment that I didn't mix it completely either. There are still tiny little clumps in it. So now I'm applying my waves here, and I have to admit I'm a bit lost. I couldn't quite remember exactly how it was done in the online course. Yeah, I just did it the way I imagined it. It's not perfect, so it could be improved. And definitely can be improved. And yes, you'll see my result in a moment. I'm going to add the white a few more times over it and try to blow it into nice waves with a heat gun. At the time, I also didn't yet know how amazing it would all look afterward. I should have stopped beforehand. Yeah, now I also want a wave back there. I think I just blow dried a bit too much. And like I said, I couldn't really imagine the result. But look, how in the end it creates these beautiful cells. It's so easy. I never managed it before. And that's why I'm really happy that I have this powder. So right now it's still pretty unspectacular, but just wait until it's actually finished. I just can't help myself. By the way, I spread natural latex on the back of the coaster so I can easily remove the resin drops later. I'll get into that a bit more in a moment. Sorry for sticking my head in there, but sometimes you just have to get your nose in. And it's dried. Now it's done, so check out this result. As I said, my waves didn't turn out that great, but this reaction, I think it's fantastic. And I really love the colors too. They glow so beautifully. So I think it's a little dream. And considering this was my first attempt at this kind, I'm really very happy with it. I hope you like it. If you have any tips for me or a different color suggestion, please let me know. Feel free to write it in a comment and I will try to implement it if possible. So, you can see how I peel off this rubber layer from the back. That way you really get all the drops off. You can already see they're all sticking there. There's a spot where a little more is stuck. I leave that for now. Let's just keep going up there first. Even there, I can't get it all off right anyway, but no problem. So now you'll take a spatula to help and slide it underneath, and then I can lift off the drops too. Alright, and here's the other spot. That comes off just fine as well. So I can really only recommend this. At first I always thought, oh no, I don't feel like it and I won't do it underneath. And it was a mistake every single time. I ended up with the drops hanging there anyway. No matter how careful you are, it happens so quickly. That's why I really recommend it to you. I hope my video brought you some joy. Sometimes a mist pour has more potential than you think. A sunset, a hint of ocean art, you just have to discover it. Anyone can throw it away, but we prefer to turn it into something beautiful. Thanks for taking the time to come by again. I wish you all the best. Stay healthy and enjoy the summer. Until next time, bye. Yours Petra.